Oh, hello there. Happy Thursday. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'm super late. I'm sorry. It was a whole thing. It's a whole thing, bro. It was a whole thing. I'll talk about it. Let me talk about it. We got ants. We got ants downstairs, bro. They're behind the fridge. They're behind the air fryer. Little guys. So I was aiding Jenna in moving heavy stuff before. Literally found him at 9:25. I was like, oof. Situation seemingly contained though. Should be good. It happens every year. Just not normally in this spot. We were ill equipped to handle ants in this particular spot. We were not prepared. Feels bad. But other good news, other happy news. I'm here now. And that's just as good as being here an hour ago, right? Surely. Surely that is equally as good. Why does wildlife always only come in my house? Because nobody should live in the South, bro. The South is desolate. No one should live down here. I'm telling you. It's not made for human occupancy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, it wasn't mice. That's true. When we lived in North Carolina, there were like water bugs, which are secretly just cockroaches everywhere. So, it's not those. It could always be worse than ants. And that's what I tried telling Jenna also. I was like, could be a worse time in the world. It's not ants, which is great. Love that. Love that for us. Why am I talking the South like it's Australia? Because it might as well be. The southern U.S., to be clear. Even though Virginia is not even that south, honestly. North Carolina was by far worse. I had a friend who lived in Georgia. I don't even know how he survived, man. That's crazy. For those of you that live, I don't know what border line there is, but for those of you that live in the South, anywhere south of DC, I'll call it. Bless you. Bless you. I did work out. I'm getting big. I'm getting big for y'all. All right. That's for you. Working out for you. Okay. I got a haircut. Hair's cut. What else has happened? Nothing really. Nothing else has really happened today. Been a pretty... I keep thinking that I have more to update you guys on, but I continue to realize every day that I, in fact, it's everyday May, so... Oops. What else? Oh! I've been dethroned. We'll let Fancy Dragon have it for another week or so. Maybe sooner. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I already have a run in the pocket. I don't know. Who knows? Who's to say? Who's to say? You know? That's all that's really happened with me. There are some things I wanted to look at tonight, some things I wanted to watch with you all. Curious what they used. It's the same kind of warping tactic that I ran to get my record back. Just with newer players. And they even said in the comments they had good map RNG. So it's like, you know, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just gotta run it. What is this? Oh, that's the Treehouse Live. Okay. I wanted to. I've been hearing some buzz. If you guys are unaware, Nintendo has been putting out some creators' voice videos on upcoming Switch 2 titles, mostly from their third-party partners. So they had one come out, I think yesterday or the day before, on Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. So I wanted to check that out. It's a pretty quick watch though. It's only like 4 minutes. So if you'll all indulge me whilst we watch that, I would appreciate it. And then the tips and tricks for the Fallen banner, those are always goated. I'm sad they're individual shorts this year. That makes me really sad. It makes me think that what's his name from the Treehouse, they have finally identified that he is just a talent, and you know, they're trying to go viral with their little shorts. But I miss the full 1080-720 experience with those. But we have the shorts lined up, so that's fine. We can watch them, I guess, in all of their individual glory. Okay, so I told you guys I wasn't going to roll on the Fallen Baron just yet. I lied. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait. There's dragon skills. This is my year. I got no dragons well, I got some dragons last year. I got very few dragons last year. Now it's the year of the dragon redux, okay? So we're out here living our best dragon lives. And by God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to live my best dragon life. You watch me. So that video's out if you haven't seen it. Pretty lucky, honestly. Pretty lucky video overall. Live polls are just not it, bro. I don't know what to say. So once we get through those videos, I'm thinking maybe we hit a little trick shot simulator for like 20 minutes. I lose my mind, and then we wrap up with daily games. How's that sound? How's that sound to y'all? I think it sounds fantastic. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. All right. Buckle up. Buckle up, chatters. Let's go to... All right. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about calling you all chatters. I feel like viewers is a more accurate representation of your live stream consumption tendencies. Maybe it's because y'all aren't subbed. Are y'all not subbed? You want me to turn sub mode off? Chatting's free on Twitch, I think. I don't even know if they have a barrier entry for that. Oh, no, you do have to follow the stream, I think, to chat. Yeah. Follow or sub, Twitch/YouTube. I think I do that so you can't get bot spammed. But it also kills my engagement sometimes. But it's fine. I'm not mad about it. Anyway. Anywho. Let's take a look at the video. Let me get it popped up and ready to go here. Okay. Oh, before we do that though, is there Star Rail stuff happening tomorrow? Wait, the Yu-Gi-Oh live stream is still happening? Oh, they're on the Seto's long lost brother arc. I forget his name though. Yeah, that arc was crazy. Honkai Star Rail. What we got? Oh, damn, that is tomorrow. 7:30 a.m. Brother, how? Oh, no. That's way too early. Golly. They probably will be talking about the Fate collab, though. I should probably watch it. Noah! Yeah. Noah. Dude, Tristan's such an idiot. That arc alone proved how friggin' dumb Tristan is. What an absolute moron Tristan is. That's crazy. Tristan a dummy. Okay. Anyway. The crazy thing is he's not even likable. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying that? Tristan's not even a likable character. Nobody likes Tristan. Nobody's like, yeah, no, let me get the Tristan deck. I'm going to be just like Tristan. The best duelist. He literally just hits on Serenity for like the whole season. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, focus up. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Let me move this. Yeesh. Okay. Cool. Then we'll make that big. It's raining out. Taya has a 3-0 record. Actually true. Tristan does have a pile of cards. God. Yo, I might try and tune back in for Duelist Kingdom, though. Duelist Kingdom was a baller arc. Okay. Here we are, chat. Here we are. All right. So, I wanted to take a look at this. Nintendo's been putting out some creators' voice videos, which is like their series of I think like third-party partners or publishing partners or something along those lines. Non-first-party titles that are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Not the most creative name, but we get there. And they recently put out the Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade Creators Voice titled A Legend Reimagined. Now, we have talked a little bit on the channel before about Nintendo's history, specifically with Square, right? Final Fantasy VII specifically coming to Switch is kind of a big deal. And it's not just because It's Final Fantasy 7. Like we have the older ports, right? What are they called? They're like the enhanced versions, I think is what they called them. I have them on Switch. I bought them. Never got the physical copy though, which is kind of a bummer. Anyway, point is, they're bringing the existing line of Final Fantasy 7 over, which Nintendo basically shot themselves in the foot uh, by not bringing on Final Fantasy 7 to the Nintendo family of consoles, which is kind of funny because it ultimately, I think, came down to, and you guys, Chad always corrects me on this, but I believe it ultimately it came down to the fact that Nintendo didn't want to move to a disc or a CD-ROM system, and they wanted to stay on cart for the N64, which is ultimately why Final Fantasy VII went over to PlayStation or something like that, right? Unironically, they started moving to CD-ROMs. First, the mini ones with the GameCube, and then full-blown CDs for the Switch, or not the Switch, the Wii, which is kind of funny. It's kind of like, you know what I mean. Anyway, the fact that they didn't get Final Fantasy VII ultimately led to the stylization of, I think, the Xenoblade series, if I'm not mistaken, because that picked it up from that point. I'm not sure about that. That may be misinformation, which I love to spread. But let's take a look at this. I just wanted to give a little bit of context as to why perhaps this is kind of a big deal. Because as we know, the remake series for Final Fantasy VII is very much still in progress. It's not it's not a series that has wrapped and they're just porting it over to multiple systems. This is still a we haven't gotten the final part of the trilogy, assuming it's just going to be a trilogy, which I think they've confirmed at this point. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look. There were different forms of entertainment like television, comics, and video games when I was a kid. Games are the most exciting because you didn't just watch them, you could get immersed. They provide a different appeal than other forms of entertainment. And that left a strong impact on me. I remember that feeling and making it want to create something like when I grew up. So this is a gamer. Did they even introduce him? Did I completely miss that? Oh, I did. Naoki Hamaguchi. He is the Final Fantasy VII Remake series director. Oh, okay. Cool. So the series director is out here. I like when the suits, like the higher-ups in game companies, are also gamers. You know what I mean? It's nice. It lets me know that I am in a safe space. I like games made by gamers for gamers. I hate just, you know, copy, paste, reskin, whatever of something that's hot so they can make a buck. Which, coming from the world of gacha games, something I'm, you know, something we are bombarded with on a pretty regular basis. I think that's what got me where I am today. Cool. The first game system I ever played as a child was made by Nintendo. So to this day, I have a special fondness for Nintendo platforms. When I first saw Nintendo Switch 2 system, I was intrigued. He was intrigued. Man. I'm sorry. I am a Nintendo fanboy. I still do not see what is so fascinating about the Switch 2. I don't get it. I don't get it. It looks like the Switch. I feel like I have to have it in my hot little hands and play it in order to fully understand and appreciate it, because I don't get it. It's the Switch, but better. And I don't think I'm missing it. Like, I feel when I get hands on, maybe it will change. I don't know. I do have one for the record. I did snag a Best Buy pre-order. Hell yeah. Which, fun fact, I didn't know that the Best Buy pre-order stuff was that big of a dumpster fire. Turns out I was oblivious and very lucky. So that's cool. Anyway, launch night, pickup. We're going to do it. Since you can play the Switch 2 in both handheld and TV mode, it has improved technical specs. I felt it would have enough power to run the Final Fantasy VII Remake series I was creating. That's what convinced me to be involved. Wait, how long has he been involved? I was creating. This is the part where I have to try and recall. Did they immediately greenlight a 3-part series for 7 Remake? That's the part I can't remember. I remember it being teased, and it took literally felt like decades to come out. It wasn't, but it just felt that way because I wanted it so badly. But it almost sounds like he knew about the dev kits for a while, which I guess would make sense because the Switch 2 has been probably in progress for a hot minute. So I guess that would make sense. So if you already know how to develop games for the Switch, you can easily transition to developing for Switch 2. Yeah, it doesn't seem that different to me. The hardware itself also has a lot of memory, so I think it's a very easy system for developers to create games for. I've actually been developing games for 24 years. Yo, that's tight. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to create something for the Nintendo system, and it's very special to me. And the fact that it happens to be the Final Fantasy VII Remake series, considering the original game gave me the opportunity to pursue a career in the games industry, makes me feel like it was fate. Ooh, parallels. Because of the fate. Anyway. It means a lot to me that Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is being released on a Nintendo platform. The original 7 released in 1997, over 20 years have passed since, and we're recreating the game. Where did it launch on? What was the platform that it came out on? Are we going to gloss over that? I don't think we're going to talk about that part. We'd like players to feel the same excitement and surprise they felt playing the original game when they played a remake on Switch 2. Did they? Maybe I'm just obsessed. Do most people not have multiple systems? Or even scratch that. Like, even if you have a Switch, the remake series is also on PC, is it not? So, like, it's not. I think he's making it sound like it's going to be a brand new experience for people. But in reality, I feel like most Final Fantasy heads have played this. Am I crazy for thinking that? Well, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't mess with Xbox. I don't even know if Xbox makes consoles anymore. Because Microsoft just straight up lost the console war. Let's keep it a buck. But like, I have my PC, obviously, and I do streaming and YouTube and all that stuff. So it is obviously capable of playing games, right? Not that it always was. There was a point in time where it could barely, like, output a video on freaking Windows Movie Maker. But like, I have my PS5 that I got during lockdown because what else were you going to do? And I have my Switch. Those are my two comfort creatures that I regularly use. I also have an ROG. I have an Asus Rogue, whatever those are. Didn't get a Steam Deck. Got a portable computer instead. Point being, I feel like most people have played these games before, but maybe I'm incorrect. With the power of Switch 2, we can now recreate Midgard with full specs. Is this Switch 2 footage? Is this Switch 2 footage? Gotta be, no? Otherwise, that would be pretty messed up, right? That'd be kind of messed up if they were like, yeah, no, this is from the PS5. You'll get a slightly grainier version. Dude, that's crazy. I'm going to assume that they would show Switch 2 stuff. Maybe we'll watch the trailer. I think it's like 40 seconds after this and see. Because I mean, in theory, they have the footage, right? But God, if this is Switch 2, this looks really nice. I haven't paid attention until just this moment. Barrett looking boss, by the way. Instead of changing every element from the original, we felt it was most important to remain faithful to a certain extent. Instead of and focus on recreating things that can be done with today's technology that couldn't be done back then. Being able to play this game on Switch 2 in handheld mode means you can play it on the train while commuting to work. Bro, that's the most Japan thing I've heard. Yeah, no, you know how you're taking the train? You know how you take the train to work? You can play Final Fantasy VII Remake on your Switch 2 when you're commuting. Oh, what I would give for public transportation, dude. Don't worry. Someday the US is going to have a bullet train that goes from west to east coast in like 2 hours. Done. One day it's going to happen. Bet. Have conversations with others about it. I've made this much progress, or hey, check out this cutscene. Yeah, I'm not. Bro, I'm not talking to anybody on the train. I'm just enjoying the train. I'll keep it a buck. It's nice that he thinks this, though. It restores my faith in humanity a little bit. And I like that. I'm excited to see this game playable on the portable system. Oh, I thought, okay. It says, Internet Nintendo Switch Online membership sold separately, and Nintendo account required for online features, including game chat. I thought it was going to say, like, this is Switch 2. Also, W pause. I don't know where all of you sit in the Tifa versus Aerith battle, war, conflict, whatever you want to call it. Team Tifa. Tried and true over here. 100%. Not only does she makes drinks, she also punches. And that's cool. We love that. I'm looking forward to the new game chat feature. Do you think they paid him to say that? How many of you all are actually looking forward to the game chat feature? It looks like a potato camera. Like, if it wasn't Nintendo, I don't think anyone would find that acceptable. But because it's Nintendo, low key, it's kind of charming. I'm going to be honest. If Sony put that out, they'd be like, what the? No shot. People would be raging, dude. But because it's Nintendo, it's like, oh, it's cute. Look, they're trying to do a chat feature. Aw. That's nice. You know what I mean? Anyway. I anticipate them being able to chat with friends while playing and sharing the game screen in real time. Will lead to new gaming experiences. For people who haven't played Final Fantasy VII, I'd like people to get to know Cloud and Sephiroth first. Why? Both of them are playable in Smash Bros. Ultimate! Let's go. And with the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake series... Yo, did he just leak? Series? Come again? Does this mean we're also getting Rebirth and whatever the third game is? I think it has a title. I just can't remember what it is. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. So what I think is going to happen is you're just going to get like the Ultimate Edition of each game on Switch. I assume. If he says remake series, then that means that the second one and the inevitable third one are also coming to the Switch 2. No? So they're probably going to do... Dude. There's no way they would do a simul release for the part 3, right? No shot they'd do that. That would be crazy, though, if they did. I feel like for the first two, at least, PlayStation has had, like, the exclusivity of it. And then later it came out for PC sometime after. I think part 1 took a really long time to come out for PC. And then part 2 was, like, relatively not that long after it debuted on PS5. But that's interesting. So I think this means we're getting all 3 on Switch 2. It would make me very happy if 2 generations connect and share a bond over the characters. Wait, am I that old? I'm not that old. Final Fantasy VII was the first game I watched a Let's Play of. It was my cousin in his room playing it, and I watched him play it. Fun fact. I had a Super Nintendo. He had a PlayStation. So between the two of us, we were set. But that was the first game I ever watched a quote unquote Let's Play of. I have hopes that we can build a strong partnership between Nintendo and the Final Fantasy brand. Okay. More information coming in the future. I hope players are looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII Remake series on Switch 2. Oh, so that's a launch day title. Oh, sheesh. Okay. I didn't know it was launch day. That's crazy, though. That's cool. You know, maybe the Switch 2 launch won't be that bad. I've been dogging it a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, but maybe it won't actually be that bad. That's cool though. I'm glad that that they are taking the time to talk to people about some of these games. If more come up that I'm interested in, we'll definitely check them out. But that was nice. That was a nice little step aside from the day. I like that. That was comfy. Very cool. Depends if we see a day 1 patch or not. True. Fair. I haven't seen it gone up for pre-order yet. Is it up yet? Maybe I haven't seen it because it's just under one title. Ooh, the Wi-Fi's starting to chug. All right. Best not to question that. Don't want to kill the stream after all. That could be problematic. All right. Let's take a look at these tips and tricks, yeah. It's tips and tricks time, baby. I do find it really annoying that we have to like go through it. You know what I mean? That's dumb. Shouldn't it doesn't have we don't have to live our life this way, you know? All right. I don't know who decided to make all of these shorts, but we do have the annual tips and tricks videos from who I'm presuming the same guy from the treehouse that did them last year. It's not a full video this time, so I'm gonna have to break them up and watch them all that way. But it looks like we have Lena up first, so let's see what this is about. Yeah.
I'm scared. Oh gods.
Lena is one of the holy women captured by Garnef in order to resurrect the shadow dragon, Medius. Now she serves as Garnef's puppet to protect the resurrection at any cost.
That's not good.
Lena wields the martyr staff, which works in a similar way to her fellow puppet Maria's sacrifice staff. Although this staff offers many effects, including granting multiple effects to herself.
I don't like how soft it is. He went nutty mode last year. He made daddy issues reference to Vale. You know what I mean? Is his name Matt? I think his name's Matt. He's not living his best life right now. I'm going to be honest. I need him to feel it more.
And allies. Its most unique trait is a miracle effect, granted to allies within 3 spaces of her.
He sounds too calm.
From fatal damage and
he's just calming.
Once per map. This staff also guarantees Lena's powerful follow-up attack that can grant bonus doubler and neutralizes penalties to her and allies near her during combat. Easier to be a martyr when you don't need to fear death, eh? Yes, Master. I will tell them. Good luck, summoners.
Oh, I didn't care for that. I did not care for that at all. Oh God, that made me feel a certain way at the end, and I did not care for it. Yo, that was crazy thunder. Actually. Chat, we may die. We may not make it to the end, chat. Oh, Lord, help us. Okay. Let me do... That was close. That means the storm is leaving now, right? I saw my mic pick that up. I was like, ooh. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Yowza. Okay. All right, we're back. Okay. Next one up is Alir? I don't know which one.
I must follow Father's will.
Oh,
it is what I was born for.
Alir is a child of Sombrons, and when you have that many siblings, it's best to try and do something to make Daddy happy.
Yes! Thank you. We're back.
Alir seeks the emblem ring.
We're so back.
Alir is a bond breaker, and he has a skill with the same name to prove it.
We're so back.
This skill inflicts schism on the closest foes to him while also granting fell spirit to himself and allies close to him,
Yup.
giving you the advantage in battle. His B skill, Speed Defense Spiked Wall, also protects those around him by preventing foes from passing by him, and if the foe then targets him instead, the Bond Breaker also grants Alir Miracle status, followed up with healing from his weapon, Fellchild's Sword, after combat. Don't forget! The damage reduction effects all add up to making this speedy moving.
What?
Sword after combat. Don't forget! The
Okay, I think we cooked a little too hard. I think we cooked a little too hard with that specific line delivery, I think. But you know what? He's going for it, and I appreciate that. So carry on.
damage reduction effects all add up to making this speedy moving wall of a Fellchild very difficult to break. With Fallen Alir around, best not put too much stock in your bonds. That's all for this time.
They didn't show him taking out the snake. Is he gonna take out the snake or nah?
Bonds.
We'll never know.
That's all for this time.
We'll never know.
Good luck, summoners.
Okay, that was better. This gives me hope. I think maybe we just started off on like the worst one. I get what he was going for. He was going for like a whole possessed by Garneth thing. Like I Yo, chill, Mother Nature. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get what he was going for. It was just a little much. All right, we're swapping. We're swapping back. We're going big again. Next up is other earlier. Red Days Past.
お父様は戻らない私のことをどう思っておられるでしょう。
Alir is a fell dragon and one of Sombron's many children. To appease her father's ambition, she seeks the emblem rings. The fallen female Alir is an armored unit and armed with a unique special, Fell Blast.
Sad.
This hard-hitting special not only allows her to counterattack at a distance, but can also reduce damage dealt to her. Furthermore, it grants her and allies near her the Fell Spirit status. This status will weaken her foes' attacks and strengthen the defense of sturdy allies.
Real talk? I think this is just better legendary female there. That's chill. It's fine. I like the martial artist class though. That's kind of cool. I hope they do more with that in the future.
Combined with her sea skill higher ground,
Bro, why we gotta be killing a
Fell Blast
Bridget?
enables Alir to protect allies near her from cowardly foes who warp from afar or
Bruh.
use ranged attacks. If a foe does attack her ally from afar, she will punish them dearly with her fell child.
Damn, we hit that P. Okay. Okay, Matt. Okay, man.
That's no watercolor finger painting, my dears. It's the art of the flaming fist. That's all for this time, summoners. Good luck.
Don't need luck when you're me. Am I right? Okay. All right. That one was just okay. I think so far the male Lear one is the best. Not bias. Just spitting facts. I'm assuming um that with the rearmed to do one, it's gonna be extra hard. Extra hard. So I have high hopes.
You could never understand the burden His Majesty carries on his shoulders.
Oh, I have an
To
idea.
repay his debt to Dimitri and help him succeed at any cost, Dedu uses a crest stone and transforms into a demonic beast. Now, he fights on as a mindless creature of destruction.
This one's definitely the saddest, right? Of all the Fel units this year, this one's definitely the saddest one. There's always one that's pretty tragic. This one's... Yeah. This one feels the worst, I think. But I mean, depending on, which route you play, it's canon, so...
Dedu has a unique skill, For the True King, which allows him to protect a support partner dear to him from up to 4 spaces away with the strengthened savior effect.
Dude, that's crazy.
Or, if he lacks a partner, he can provide that protection to an ally on his team with the highest attack. Also, this skill allows him to warp within 2 spaces of that ally.
It just occurred to me in this moment that if your support partner dies or gets eliminated from the field, it still works. It just triggers on the highest attack unit left. So like in summer duels or something. Oh my god, this is so busted.
This allows him to protect an ally from far away on the enemy phase, and then warp in to end another threat on the player phase. Mindless beast or not, that sort of dedication will strike fear into any heart. That's all for this time. Good luck!
I just want to make sure y'all heard that.
Any heart. That's all for this time. Good luck!
I told you he'd go hard on the last one, did I not? I questioned it early on, but then we got to the very end and I was like, nope, there it is. Oh man. They really should just let him do whatever he wants. Genuinely. Like, just give him a budget. Let him do that for every trailer. It'd be so much better. And don't shackle him, Nintendo. Let him live his life. Let him go be his theater kid self. Okay? Because we are all better for it when he does. W trailers. Like those a lot. Wish they did more. Maybe someday we'll get more. He sounded like he got Stargate in Smash.
Did you know you...
Oh god. Low key. True. Actually. Low key true. Okay. Ugh. All right. How bad is the weather actually? Let me check that real quick. We're getting a response announcement. Oh yeah. The thunderstorm. Jenna texted me 40 minutes ago. FYI, the thunderstorm is here early. Yep. It sure is. Oh boy. Resplendent announcement tonight would be kind of cool. I'm down for that. Oh, don't I have a weather app on my phone somewhere? It's just... That's interesting. The clouds are black. Does it make it worse? I don't know. Yeah, we weren't supposed to have thunderstorms until 10 a.m. Well, guess what? It's clearing up by 6 p.m. tomorrow, though. W. Freaking W, bruh. That means I got to do yard work on Saturday. That's tight. Wait, the UV index is very high? Interesting. Interesting. All right. Chat, you know what time it is? Low key. Debate going, Suika. Not gonna lie. Debate going, Suika. But we're here. Okay. We're here. We're here. How did you guys feel about how did you all feel about the React selections? I'm trying to find videos that we can watch on YouTube as well as Twitch. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring React culture to YouTube. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Where do I want to be? Where can we live our life, chat? Let's live our life here. Follow me, chat. All right. What do you want to do? Some of these I've done. Y'all see this one? Minute 50. All right, let's try and hit the half pipe. One of these days, bro, we're gonna hit it. One day we're gonna hit it. It's gonna be lit. I don't know what day that is, but someday it's going to happen. Damn it. All right, hold up. I don't want to make anybody's ears bleed. There you go. Someday I'll land this. Dang. Dang. Oh my God. Great. He's just chilling. Oh. I don't know how you make it go softer than that. You know what I mean? I feel like if you go softer, it doesn't go the right direction. Did you guys see we got a new pope today? Dang. It's disappointing. Oh. Oh. Close. Betting money on the Pope? Bro, people bet money on who the president was going to be. Laws don't exist anymore, I don't think. We allow money to do whatever it wants now. Oh. Oh. I thought maybe it was gonna. Silly to think that might have worked. Oh. Oh. That thud sound at the end is so disappointing. It is kind of crazy though. It's like the first I guess the first pope from the United States. People are saying America, but I'm pretty sure the last pope was from South America now. Technically, we're discounting Francis, my boy Francis. I'm technically Catholic. I should care about this. I kind of don't though. The main thing I'm sad about is that I feel like the world should have less influence from United States citizens. Given the current climate. Feel like we could all use a little bit less of that in our lives. But yeah. I've also heard that he's like super chill, but also not. I can't tell if leftists like him. I can't tell if right wingers like him. Everybody seems to like and dislike the new pope, and I don't get it. He's like too woke, but not woke enough. I guess evidently he's like down for workers' rights and stuff, so that's cool. Also, I saw that he maybe is not too big on LGBTQ. So that's kind of a step backwards from the last pope. That's sad to hear. I don't know. I've told this story before. I got kicked out of Catholic school as a wee lad in preschool? Kindergarten. Which one's first? I think kindergarten is first, right? And then it's preschool and then it's first grade. That thud at the end is so disappointing, man. Anyway, I got kicked out because I wouldn't pray for the person who committed a terrorist attack, the Oklahoma City bomber. I was told by a nun from the high school that came over that we all had to bow our heads and pray for his soul. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. That dude's a monster. They They didn't like that. I didn't use those words, by the way, to be clear. I was a very small child. I was in kindergarten. Because kindergarten is the second one. Yeah. I was in kindergarten. Anyway. Yeah, no, I didn't pray for him. So I was found to be irredeemable by the school. And I was kicked out. I was like 4 years old or something. Crazy. Someday we'll land it. So anyway, I never made like communion or anything. I thought I was going to be in wicked trouble when I went to my grandma's funeral as like a preteen. And I had a cracker, like one of the little wafer thingies. I had one of them wafers. And I thought that, oh, I'm going to hell because I ate the body of Christ without like doing the ceremony first. But like, you know, I was just like, I'll just do what everybody else does. I'm ill prepared to handle this situation. It's crazy they didn't know I was autistic back then. Anyway, I should care about the Pope. I don't really care about the Pope, man. I believe the people need not be governed. It's a Community quote. Community's a great show if you haven't seen it. Well, parts of Community are great. Later seasons got a little questionable. How does this work? It was nice to hear them all drop at the same time. You know? Oh, we got a tariff deal, evidently, with Britain. I didn't even know we had tariffs on Britain. I thought we were chill with Britain. That's crazy. So I guess it makes sense. We did kind of defect from Britain, like over 100 years ago and stuff. But you know, still, what's a couple hundred years? Isn't that water under the bridge at this point? Wait. I have been doing this for 90 minutes. And it still doesn't count. I have done this multiple times. I can never get it in the center dot. Ever. Anyway, we got a trade deal. That's cool. I guess. Although I heard it started at 10%. And then it also ended at 10%. So I don't really know what deal they made. I'm going to be honest. It kind of just sounds like nothing changed. They keep telling me this orange dude wrote the art of the deal or something. I don't know, man. I'm confused. I'm confused as to what maybe I'm just not maybe I'm not business guy. I don't know. That's crazy. Surely it wouldn't be fraud. Surely no one's been deceived. That'd be crazy. Right? I did find out that evidently Japan's tariffs got paused until July. That's cool. All my Ami orders, I think, are safe. I hope. We will find out. That's not the one. He wrote the deal on how to lose out on money. I mean, he did bankrupt a casino in Atlantic City, which is pretty wild. Keep it a buck. I mean, if you're looking at it just in terms of like impressiveness, that is pretty impressive to be able to do that. I always thought, you know, casinos and banks, they just make money. You know? E2 marble. Such a sad noise. I also learned about the tariffs that, because you guys know I'm into retro stuff, right? I'm in my physical media era. It's not just new stuff coming across, which I didn't think about. But like, if you're just trying to get a North America, you know, Super Nintendo console, and you buy it from Canada, it gets checked. It's still like, it says made in China on it. You still have to pay the markup. Isn't that crazy? It's not new stuff. Which is not something I gave a lot of thought to in the moment. But now, ultimately, it just makes me more mad that I can't afford new stuff, and I can't also buy old stuff. I think it's safe to say we're in like the worst timeline. Wait. Ah. That one had potential. I'm starting to think this is impossible. Out of curiosity, have we opened any Nintendo manufacturing facilities in the United States yet? Or is everything just more expensive forever now? Because here's the other thing that happened that I'm kind of concerned about. Here's the other thing I'm kind of concerned about. Right? When COVID hit and there were shortages. Do y'all remember the barge that got turned sideways? Y'all remember that? Yeah. Some crazy stuff went down on a barge. This is no longer funny. Like, even after the supply chains got fixed, everything was still really expensive. Y'all remember that? How, like, stuff is still really expensive, and we can't really figure out why. I'm concerned that even after the tariffs get resolved, because everyone agrees it is a non it's not a way people are going to live life forever. It's not a sustainable practice that they are engaging in right now. F. I kind of feel like everything's just going to stay more expensive anyway. Because it's like, oh. We talked about this with the VA stuff the other day, the boiling the frog. I feel like people are just gonna get used to the prices because like they have to somehow, or they just learn to go without, assuming it's not like a non-essential good, or assuming it is a non-essential good or something like that. But yeah, I think everything's just gonna be more expensive forever. I'm trying not to think about it, but I do be thinking about it. Chat, we're gonna get it, bet. Okay, this game is garbage. I quit. I quit. I officially quit. I can't do this to myself anymore. But that's okay. Do you know why? You know why that's okay, chat? Because we have freaking Wordle. Also connections. And it's not super late, which means I haven't completely ruined the day yet. Let me see. All right. Wordle time. I believe in us, chat. Do you believe in us? Spare. We got an A. Taylor. No. Tacky. Okay. We're closer. We're closer. Love that. Okay. I don't know what this word is. I'll keep the book. I don't think I know what this word is. B-A something something Y. Batty? Baffy. Bailey? Bailey. Not a word. Cool. Love that. Bally. No, okay. Right. That's dumb. Bazzy. Bandy. Bandy? Bandy. Bandy. I didn't think that would actually be a word. Now I have egg on my face. Bav. Baz. Bowie. Bowie. Babby. Surely there's not another vowel, right? There's no G, there's no T, there's no C. Is that a word? Not a word. Dude. Bamvi. I feel like I'm gonna feel real stupid when I figure out what this word is. Belloy. Bellew. Baffoy. Bavoy. Bajoy. Is it another B? Is it bait? Babby. I didn't think that was a word either. Oh god, I'm so cooked. Bro, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I got nothing. I just lost a guess. I'm so cooked. We tried Bali, right? I didn't think that was a word either. Wait, what's the word? Balmy? Okay, dude. Okay, connections make me feel better about myself. God, that was terrible. Pen, cup, joy, wick, dice, ocean, candle, chop, yard, pencil. Author, Bond, write, scorecard, Jones, compose. Compose. Jones, scorecard. Okay. This is everything you need to play Yahtzee. Or brand free yacht dice. I know this because Jen and I have played it many, many times on 51 Clubhouse games. 100%. This is the trick category. This has got to be the purple one. That's the green one? Bro, what's the purple one? Oh no. I'm cooked. I got one though. So that's cool. Bond, author, Joy Yard. Pen. You pen something, you author it, you write it, you compose it. Commit to pay. Okay, just Say write something. God. Yard, Joy, Chop, Bond, Candle, Jones, Wick, Ocean. Yup. Chop, Joy. Wow. So this is the purple one? Candle, Yard, Joy, and Chop. Candle, Yard, Joy, and Chop. Oh, stick. Candlestick, yardstick, joystick, chopstick. Yeah. Hell yeah. Love that. How tough was it? I don't know. I feel good about that though. 36% of the players. That seems kind of easy. I was only a 3 out of 5. How many players made the exact same guess as you? 1 in 35. 95 skill, baby. Let's go. Percentage of players first. Everybody got that one first? Bro, I'm just a gamer. I'm just a gamer, dude. What you want? I'm just a gamer. I love me some yacht dice. Say less. Pen, pencil, composer. Pfft, bro. How many people fall for that? Come on. Oh, 29%. Right. Films? Golf accessories. My mind did not go there. Action heroes. Yard. Who's Yard the action hero? Wow. 9% of players. How about that? Yeah, that was a pretty easy one. Cool. I never really look at the connection stats, but that was fun. Love that. All right, we got time for the mini. Hit me with a mini. Wait, where is the mini? Oh, there it is. Hit me with a mini. Humpty Dumpty and many illustrations. He's an egg. Cartoon bear who wears a red shirt and no pants. That's my boy Yogi. Collection of world maps. That's an atlas. Geography degree holder. Thank you. Counterpart of Adios. Hola. C circled letters. Okilala. What? What does that mean? It has sharp teeth. That's a saw. An angle topper. I don't know what that means. When they blank, start of a memorable Michelle Obama. Oh. Wait. Go low? Wait, it's not Yogi? Wait. Wait, what? What is this then? Oh no. Clean or water org. That's the EPA. Subculture with black clothing. Goth? Oh, Pooh Bear. A Halo. Under 2. That's probably kind of sad, huh? That one felt way easy. Wow. Ooh la la. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. I wouldn't have gotten wow from ooh la la. Respectfully. I just would not have gotten that. That's crazy. All right, chat. I'm out of here. It's been real, chat. I appreciate you hanging out tonight. I appreciate you chatting, lurking. I appreciate you if you're subbed, if you're followed, if you're a member, whatever. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. All right. I, of course, will be live again. Should be Fae themed. We're bringing back Fae Fridays. Hell yeah. Fae Fridays back. Wuthered Wednesdays. Wuther your Wednesdays. And then probably just Star Rail on Sundays if I feel like it. If not, we'll do something else. And then Saturday, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, we might also be live for the Star Rail thing in the morning. Yeah. We might be live for that too. So we'll see. But that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic kickoff to your weekend if I don't see you beforehand. And I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, chat. See you later. Bye-bye.